I'm gonna wait for a few minutes and see if anybody pops on. My phone is pretty low, so we'll see if it, being plugged in, if it keeps the charge. Thought I'd give you an update. It's been a little bit, I'd say. A few weeks, maybe? I don't know. But. Oh, I'm tired. That's 1 minute. Nobody came on. How's it going, everybody? Anybody there? Anyway, things have been a lot better. Nothing majorly great, but in general, I would say I'm at a baseline that I've been able to push more than I ever really have been. So I push, and I kind of recover a little quicker. At least that's right now. I mean, will it all crash? Probably. We'll see. But I'd say ever since I went to those concerts, and I've been pushing ever since. And it's like I'll start to fall apart, and then I'll get a little bit better. Um, it's been since February, so February, March, April, May, June, July, August. So we have 6 months since I tapered Remeron, and that's usually about the time things start getting better. I mean, I still have all the symptoms, but like, it's just not as extreme. That's about the difference. I'm super tired. I've been busting my ass unbelievably. I went out for work Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. I went out Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. 5 days this week. 5 days. The most I've ever done. Ever. Ever. My goal is to make it to go out 3 days a week. Consistently. If I could go 4 days a week, I'd be happy with that. Hey there. It's weird. I don't know what happened, and all I can do is tell you what I did. I was in a horrible wave, and I was feeling tolerable. Then I went to go see Def Leppard. That was it. The week after, I went to go see the Killers. These are two major concerts. I've seen fireworks for the 4th of July. I went to the lake to go swimming. I've been out for work about 1,000,000 times. And this week I went out 5 days. 5 days. And each one is driving 40 minutes back and forth. So 40 minutes one way, 45 minutes the other way, or whatever. And up and down, up and down. And working from home. And mowing the lawn. And making dinner. And I went to a small concert as well. A small show at a little club. It's been unreal. I don't feel good any of those days, but it's like I'm okay. Like I'm tolerable. I'm tolerating it. Like when I feel like I'm starting to crash, I just rest. I rest a little bit, and I'm recovering. Not well, but better than I was. Enough so I can do it all over again. It's weird. I still got the symptoms. My anxiety is still kind of high, but it's not that bad. Um, the buzzing in my body is really high right now because I got a lot done today. I can't even tell you the things I had to do today, but it was all for the good, you know. I don't plan on tapering Ramadan again until January or February. I said 1 year, and that's it. Too bad, so sad. And I'm gonna see if my body can do any better. So next time the taper won't be so bad that maybe I can taper twice. Oh, we'll see. We'll see. Ugh, but things have been tolerable. Definitely went from the worst year I was having to a better year, for sure. It still sucks having to do all these fun things while feeling the way I do. I can't tell you how much that sucks, but it's just something we have to do. Eventually, you have to just do the things, and it sucks because it doesn't feel like you're in a place you should be doing it. I'm always yawning when I'm on these videos. I'm just tired. I had a long day. Got up at like 6:30 maybe. Went out for work. Came home. Did a lot of physical stuff that I needed to get done. Got more work done. And basically worked for another 4 hours. Nah, it was kind of minimal, but it worked. Got some stuff done on my computer. Yeah, I don't either. I don't remember what life was like without symptoms. I can't do anything without scanning my whole fucking body every time and going, oh, my brain, it's like my physical symptoms are always really strong, but they're consistent a lot. They can be worse or a little less, but it's usually pretty consistent. I don't worry about the physical as much as I do the brain shit. And that's the worst. Hey, let's see what you got. I'm tapering Remeron. It sucks. At least the akathisia is gone now. That nearly killed me. I'm actually doing a lot better since I slowed everything right down. You need to go slow with that shit. I've been tapering Remeron for like 6 years. And I have a few more years to go. I'm taking it so slow. And part of the reason for me is because my nervous system got so fucked up from getting off of benzos that I can barely do anything anymore. I think tapering anything would have been really hard on top of a nervous system that's fucked up. But yeah, I just go super slow to the point where I don't even tell people, where I'm at or what I'm doing because they just think I'm nuts. The akathisia is just so brutal. I still have it. I feel it right now in my legs, but it's not that bad. But yeah, you have to slow it down. I slowed it down this year because I needed a break. I was fucking dying. Yeah, derealization. I've had DPDR since I was a teenager, and I think that either came from stress or too much weed. I have no idea. Maybe both. But after I got off benzos, it skyrocketed. So once I got off benzos, I didn't smoke weed anymore, and I started eating a lot cleaner. And it's gotten better, but I don't think it'll ever fully go away because I have visual snow syndrome, and that basically comes with DPDR. So it's kind of like, I think I'll always be stuck with it to a point. So I do. The one thing that helps a little bit for DPDR is meditation and muscle relaxation. Muscle relaxation stuff can help. It ain't a foolproof treatment, but it does help a little bit. And I'll usually take any kind of percentage. Uh, Terror will make derealization a lot worse. So it kind of goes hand in hand. So once you get your terror and anxiety under control to a point, the DPDR or the DR or whatever will calm down a little bit. As for people believing me, I spent years trying to prove to people what was going on with me because I was so scared. I was so terrified. And it took my recent girlfriend to be like, it's nobody's business. You don't have to prove it to anybody. And I finally got it. Hey, Cindy. My concerts were amazing. I don't know what it was, but it was after the concerts I started doing better. I mean, it was brutal, like, it's usually like the next day, but something, maybe the adrenaline did something. I don't know. I can't really explain it, and I won't like talk to other people about it because they'll just tell me to go do extraordinary things and I'll feel better. But it just doesn't work that way. But I was in pretty bad place, and after I went to the concerts, I went to see Def Leppard one week and the Killers the next week. Then I went to Summerfest. Then I did all these things. And I kept doing them. And this week I went out 5 days for work. Yeah, it's been better. Well, I'll never fully say anybody around me actually gets it, but doesn't give me a hard time for it. That's about it. No matter how somebody supports you, they'll never they will not get it. They'll never get it. And it's more or less me not trying to explain myself to people, even people I care about. I'll be like, this is what's going on, and I understand that you don't understand, and nobody will unless you go through it. And I wouldn't lie about it, you know. My girlfriend's super sweet and tries her best to understand, but that doesn't mean it's not extremely frustrating for her because everything changes so fast. I'll always talk to people about my symptoms, but usually they'll just think it comes from something else. And I'll be like, this all came from, my nervous system being shot from benzos, you know. Exactly. Yeah, it's always a great motto. I mean, I've carried it well since day one, and I couldn't bear it. And I only carried it well because I wanted to fool myself. And what was really scary is, and it gives me PTSD. Um, I bullshitted so much because I didn't want to lose everything I had and gained. And I didn't want people to always want me to go to the hospitals or go to a psych place or go on more drugs, and because I can be talked into a lot. I used to anyway, not anymore. I'll literally I'll listen to people, but if I don't think it's good for me, I will not do it. Not anymore. I used to. Anyway, I'm going to cut this video in a few minutes. So if you have any questions, feel free. I'm super tired. My ears are just ringing. It's weird. I can say some positive stuff, I suppose. First off, I'm in no great place, but for me, I've been able to do a lot more in the past month or more, and that's fantastic. Oh, I agree with that. I'd probably be okay too. Probably not fully okay, but I would be way more okay if I never took Remeron. Remeron, it's like if it's not right for you, it's not right for you. And then you get stuck on something that you shouldn't be on. Oh, it's hell. I don't see a psychiatrist. The only time I did was to get my Remeron filled, but lately my regular doctor just fills it, so I just don't go. My psych, my therapist. I don't have a therapist right now, and no, I don't even talk to them about it. I talk to them. I give them a very short version of what happened. I'll be like, I was ripped off a bunch of medication. It fucked up my nervous system, and I live with massive symptoms all the time that are very nonlinear. That's my story. And I never go into it deep because they don't get it, and not one therapist would ever get it. And I don't really tell psychiatrists that because they think I'm totally crazy, and I don't want them to rip me off a Remeron or try to change the dose or give me something else. So I just say I'm super sensitive. It's just a different world, you know. At first, I used to tell my psychiatrist or therapist all this stuff, and it was just so complicated. My eating is great, and my sleep is pretty good. When I taper, my eating is terrible, and my sleep is terrible. I'll get insomnia for a good month, 2 months, and my eating I won't be able to eat like anything anymore. Everything will give me symptoms and stuff like that. But like right now, since I've had some time behind it, I would say everything's pretty good with that. It's not great. It's not perfect. I gotta be super careful, but I can eat without it completely affecting me. And I do eat every night before I go to bed. I think that helps keep some weight on. I'm finally back to a weight I can tolerate. That took a long, long, long time because originally I lost like 60 or 70 pounds. I gained some back, and then I'll taper and I'll lose some, blah, blah, blah. My last taper, I lost like 15 pounds, and I try to gain it back. You sound just like me with Remeron. I've got like fucking 2 full bottles. So I'm much lower, but if I cut it right, I can get a lot out of one pill. But it's usually not that perfect, you know. But if I got ripped off right now, I could probably get away with with tapering with what I have, and that makes me feel a lot better. Last month, I went to go pick it up, and they gave me some off-brand, and I just said fuck it. So just get rid of those. But in general, I always get the same brand no matter what. Have since day one. Yeah, you gotta have a stockpile because these doctors are crazy. I really do wish I had something for pain though. That wouldn't affect me. Once in a while I'll take an Advil. I just don't like to take it too often. Um, but I wish there was something for pain. I don't know if you have suggestions, but something for pain that isn't so harsh that like could actually make you feel a little better. Of something you can just take like once in a while. Yeah, I don't do liquid. If I started that a long time ago, it would be a different story. But no, it doesn't. Wouldn't make sense. I cut it and use a scale, and I usually do it between two scales, and it's pretty damn accurate. So I don't know. I don't worry about it. White willow bark. Never heard of it. I'll take a look. I just don't want to. I just want to make sure nothing's gonna hit the GABA receptors and all that. You know. But yeah, there's. I just gotta find something that's gonna kind of curb the pain once in a while. That's not Advil. So I can kind of switch around. I've had bad reactions about 1,000,000 times. Because I've tried so many fucking things. Well, yeah, I get it. Tramadol is something I got completely hooked to long time ago. I liked Tramadol too. But the thing is, it's got a um, uh, antidepressant property. So that doesn't help. But I got totally hooked to that stuff. My doctor gave it to me for my back. It made me feel great. I got totally hooked to it though. So I won't take that. But I have a feeling I think that kind of hits some stuff we shouldn't be taking anyway. And also probably calms down the nervous system to a point. And when you're super sensitive and calming down the nervous system, all it does is freak the fuck back out once it's out of your system or whatever. Oh, 9 o'clock my time. I gotta go actually take my pill. That's when I take it. Then I eat some food. Then I go to bed. I wish you all the best. A lot of you showed up tonight, so that's pretty cool. Um, yeah, things do get better. Fucking takes forever though for some of us. It's been taking me forever. I think it's been 8.5 or more years since benzos. I'm still on Prilosec, and I don't know if I'll ever be able to get off of that. Oh, fuck me. It's so sucky. That makes a lot of my problems worse. My hands are fucking hurting a lot too now. Feel like I've got arthritis everywhere. Sucks. Anyway, that's a whole new topic. Um, you have a good night. Things do get better. My baselines pretty much came back. My baseline still sucks all the time, but it's still better than what it was. So, I mean, I was able to go to two massive concerts. I was able to go to Summerfest, which is one of the biggest festivals here. I did that twice. Well, that was for the concerts, but I've went swimming at the lake. I go shopping at the store. I went out for work 5 days this week. 5 days. My normal is 2. I'm paying for it, but I was able to do it, and that's fucking key. And it's not well, actually, the key is it's that I don't completely suffer for it. I just feel really bad, and my body is buzzing. But just take it day by day, and sometimes things will surprise you. What concert are you going to? Yeah, I thought they were going to make me a huge setback, but for some reason it turned things around. I was in a pretty bad place before I went, and I was terrified to go, but I had to go because my girlfriend spent too much fucking money. So I went, and it changed things. I don't know what it was. Maybe the adrenaline did something, and some of my main symptoms got so much less. I don't understand it, and I'll never understand it. I'll never understand this. So sometimes I just try to do things anyway, just to see what the fuck happens. But I'm at that point, where I can. Oh, fuck yeah, The Who. Hell yeah, I'd love to see them. Um, things might turn around for you at after that concert. You'll feel like crap the next day, but the thing is, sometimes that adrenaline changes around the symptoms. And for some reason, this time it made things a little better. I don't understand it. And I'm not going to question it too much. But anyway, y'all have a good night. It was a really fun talk. I enjoyed it. Um, like I said, things do get better. It's not amazing yet, but it does get better. And those horrific symptoms right now you're feeling, eventually they're going to calm down. Just stick with that fucking better diet. That's really important. Don't overdo it when you know, but don't think you know everything too. Just because it's happened again and again doesn't mean it's going to happen again in the future. Eventually, you're going to have to push yourself and see what happens. But you're probably pretty right on, you know, and you have to lay low, rest, all that stuff. Just rest. It's important. Meditate. I've had a lot of luck with muscle relaxation stuff. That helps my DPDR couple percentages, and that's better than nothing. Just definitely day by day. And time goes by way faster than you'll think. You'll think, I can't do this forever. And the next thing you know, it's 3 years later. But yeah, diet has to be perfect, which is fucking weird. Nobody's ever going to understand why I ate chicken the same way all day for years. But eventually I started adding a few things, and sometimes I'd get setbacks and sometimes, but yeah, breathe, meditate, relax, try to remember that things do get better, even if it takes a long fucking time. Just do the best you can, and don't be scared to always go out. If you can, do it. Try to still live your life a little bit, because it's the people that just sit at home and have somebody take care of them, and they know they don't have to do anything, that sit there for years and years and years and years and years and never get better because they're not putting themselves out there to even see. Your anxiety will tear you apart. It'll kill you. Mine still does. And I get scared so often because I just have that constant fear. So everything's scary. But I'll push myself and have a wonderful time. Fake it till you make it. It's exactly it. I will fake it for the rest of my life. I'm faking it right now. You have no idea the anxiety that's going through my stomach and bursting through, and my legs buzzing right now, and me just getting nervous to go to bed. Oh, it's fucking weird. But anyway, you all have a great night, and yeah, don't let that childlike fear take control. Try to put your head somewhere else. You know, I have the Calm app. I love it. I actually paid for a forever subscription, so I have it forever. and that's got sleep stories. So I used to. I mean, I have a girlfriend now, so I can't listen to them. She don't want to hear that shit. But like stories that you can listen to while you're trying to go to sleep, and meditations on there, 10-minute meditation sounds. I love that app. That thing helped me out a lot. Anyway, I better go. I could go take my fucking meds before I fucking forget. Anyway, take care, guys and girls.